Good
Yeah,
morning.
you
How are
know why
you?
you got that look out. They're lit up now, so yes, you're turned on. Good morning to the interpreter. How are you today?
I'm good. How are
Good
you?
morning, Jerry. How are you? Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Jesse, I need you, not Jesse, Louis, you need to understand how much I appreciate your time. And I'm not on here a lot, but you've helped my team so much. And when I say my team, I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm trying to be the people that I've brought into the business. And you have unselfishly worked with them so much. You don't know. And I've learned so much from them because they've learned from you. So a lot of times,
I like that.
yeah, and my desire is the people that I've helped turn around and help me. I look forward to that every day.
That's
And I
awesome.
greatly appreciate what you're doing because even though I'm not on here all the time or even really often, you have made such a difference in my business through them. And that is really, really, really neat. I really appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure. You have a fantastic team. Let's just put it that way. You have an amazing team. Like the group you're working with, I love working with them. They're fun. They're a great time. So more than happy to be there. And you're right. And a lot of times they know more than me about a whole bunch of stuff. Like Miss Twyla, good morning. Yeah, her and her social media posts and stuff. Dude, she got me beat. I'm not even gonna lie. Miss
Well,
Twyla's social media game is on point. And when you got Miss Gloria with the AI thing, Miss Gloria like took to AI like fish to water. And I was like, whoa, do your thing. Do your thing. And
yep.
it's great to see them all shine. It really is. And
Yeah,
I'm glad that they're sharing that back with their teams.
I'm just like I said, that unselfishness that you're representing is just
Awesome.
growing throughout the team.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the acknowledgement. I do. I don't do it for the acknowledgement, but I appreciate it when I get it. It's just like every teacher out there. We do it because we love it. And if someone comes back later on and says, "Hey, thanks," we count ourselves
Yep,
lucky.
yep. I count myself lucky that you're involved.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. In that case, you buy me dinner
Yep.
in Texas. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, I bought your dinner. I bought your dinner in Vegas.
You did buy me dinner in Vegas. Was that Vegas? No,
Yeah.
Destin.
Barbecue a year
That was
ago?
Destin, wasn't it?
No. Did I buy your dinner in Dustin too?
Oh, you definitely
Well,
bought me dinner in Destin.
yeah, because we made dinner.
Right, you definitely
Yeah,
bought me dinner in Destin.
yeah. But the barbecue I brought in Vegas,
Oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
that's right. I forgot. Yes, the over at the house. You're correct. So yes, you bought me dinner twice, young man. This keeps up. We're gonna have to tell your wife about it.
go ahead.
Bought me dinner too.
Oh, yep, that's right. Mama Sandy, Mama Sandy, you bought Mama Sandy dinner.
Yeah,
Couple times.
it the steaks in Vegas were not as good as I'd hoped, and my apologies for that.
You mean
Uh,
the barbecue? Or the
the
steaks we had in Destin?
the steaks in
The
Vegas. I thought we had brisket in
No,
Vegas.
the steaks we had in
Yeah, the steaks we had in
Destin,
Destin.
that
Oh, they
were
were
they
fast.
weren't as good as I'd hoped.
Okay. They were delicious.
Well, they were
So
good.
I don't know what
They,
you hoped for, but
yeah, right.
I had an amazing steak.
If you
Mm,
can't eat my steaks without your teeth in, they're
they're tough.
not good steaks. They're tough.
Okay.
Well, my teeth are permanent, so they bite pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, my teeth ain't, they're not coming out.
I still got the originals.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the original set's still hanging out right now. Good morning, Miss
mm,
Francine. How are you, darling? My one Canadian representative this morning. I love Canada.
Canada.
I love
And that'd be
calling it Canada. I love that James calls it Canada too. I felt not alone when he did that one time. I was like, wait, he calls it Canada too.
Maybe that has to do with San Diego.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on this town. Yeah, because when he did it, I was like, oh, someone else calls it Canada. It's and I suddenly felt not one, not alone, two, very validated for no good reason whatsoever. I was like, this is great. Uh, but yeah, so he calls it Canada. So every time I say Canada, I know that all my beloved, it was like Canada. I'm like, yeah, where Canadians are from. It's Canada. Uh, my Canadian friends know that there's love in there. My non-Canadian friends look at me like, why are you insulting them? I'm like, I'm not insulting them. I hope that you know what they know, which is that I love them very dearly. Um, but yeah, Canada, because I come from the lovely land of California. Well, I currently live in the lovely land of California. I'm not from the lovely land of California. I'm originally from the lovely land of Washington, D.C., the
I
District
hate
of
DC.
Columbia.
I
See,
hate DC.
you hate D.C.? It's my hometown, Mama Sandy.
I know. I used to live in that area. I lived in Virginia, but I went to school for a minute in DC. And well, back in the day, Louis, it was a little different. Back in the 60s,
Mhm.
it was
I
quite
didn't show up
different.
till the 70s, so I have to say that I have nothing to do with the 60s part of that. I didn't show up till 71.
Well, the 60s was quite different.
Oh yeah. Oh, that I believe. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I still don't know how I got lucky enough to miss the crazy that was the early or the late 60s. And
That was your parents' thing.
yeah, yeah, the
so
parents.
so you weren't produced in the 60s?
No, I was fully produced in the 70s. I was born in
Yeah.
71.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my brother. He's part 60s. He was born in January of 70.
I think my firstborn was conceived out there, but they told me Bethesda at the time um, told me I wasn't pregnant. But when I got
Bethesda was
home,
wrong.
yeah, they were wrong. They were wrong. He
Like
came
there's a
along in
child to prove it.
68.
Sorry, docs, you guys were incorrect.
Right,
Oh my gosh.
right.
That's pretty standard in the medical society.
That to be wrong, yes.
Yes.
I'll
You're not
say
incorrect.
you're, you're
Oh,
right, kid. So, oh, and it's so
Yep.
sad. So sad now when you know what you know now, and because
Yep.
actually
Yep.
back then, back then, I was going to school to be a part of that medical profession. I didn't
Yeah.
know any better. I didn't know any
And,
better then.
and not to be contrary to anybody in the medical profession, because I think the most favorite profession in my life is nurses, because they have they got a servant's heart. They look for how they can help people. Uh, they plug holes when no one else will stick their finger in the goo to do it. They just do and don't even think of what later effect would have on them. So of all the when I was in law enforcement, I never wrote a citation to a nurse.
oh, God bless you.
Never.
My sister would have loved that.
But
Well,
unfortunately though, can they serve the doctors, and the doctors are now, so the nurse is kind of at their mercy.
yep,
Um, because the
yep,
doctors, I mean, they're just in for the green,
yep,
and you're thrown in a box.
yep.
And
And
and two, that's what they're trained but honestly, I don't know. I mean, even if they go into integrative medicine, it's nicer. Um, But it's so sad because there's a lack of, there's a lack of caring anymore. But the nurses, as you said, but they're at their mercy because they,
Yep.
you know, yep.
Yeah. As a massage therapist, my three favorite groups of people to work with are moms, nurses, and teachers because they are the ultimate caregivers. And
Yeah.
usually they're the same lady. Uh, if you look at it, they're usually the same lady. Every mom out there has definitely held the job of nurse and teacher.
And now, Louis, I hate to be on the negative, and now even the poor teachers are at the
Well,
mercy of the governments in the states, and they're so discouraged because they can't teach anymore as they once did, as they want to.
oh yeah.
Be-
Yeah. I mean, our job as teachers, being speaking as a teacher currently, it is not easy doing what we do, especially when the administrations of our educational facilities are being held to weirder and weirder standards.
Captive. They're
And
captive.
I'm fortunate in that I work at a vocational college. So my students have one opted to be there. Like this is their choice to show up. Um, and really want to learn the material that we're teaching so that they can get right into their field and do what they want to do. So I get that blessing of my students for the most part want to be there. Um, but even as a teacher at a school where the kids want to be there, and I say kids, I got everything from, let's see, the youngest has been 18, the oldest so far has been 66. So yeah, I still call them all kids. The beauty of still being that teacher is I still have to be people's moms or dad, whichever one they need that day. Uh, and I sometimes end up having to be somebody's nurse. Well, because they're like, hey, can you take care of this? Can you do this? Can you help me with this? I'm like, yes. And just for the record, I love nurses because nurses have to do it all. They're there to stick their finger in the hole that nobody wants to stick their finger into and plug it up. They handle it with as much grace as and nonchalance as physically possible. Even though on the inside they may be cringing, going, "Oh God, what am I doing right now?"
My
They
sister said after a little while it don't make her cringe.
right. It just ceases to affect them in the way it affects all the rest of us. And so God bless them for that. And they have to deal with the person on that they're working with who is one in a current crisis mode of their own. And so they've got to be not just the nurse who's very knowledgeable about what's happening to them, but they've got to be the mom who is caring for them very gently and very helpfully and making them feel comfortable and safe and secure and cared for. And then they've got to be the teacher because when the doctor walks in and says whatever the doctor says to them, then they've got to turn around and explain to that patient what the doctor said after the doctor walked out. So they've got a job. They've got one hell of a job. And the fact that they do it and do it so well and so often and so good, keeps me happy. But they tend to be, and this is the same for moms, nurses, and teachers, you guys all tend to be the last person to take care of on your list. You guys tend to be the last person on the list that gets any kind of care, attention, or loving from yourself. And so my job, self-appointed, is to make sure that you get taken care of. Very self-appointed, very, very much self-appointed.
When you're talking about the school systems,
Mhm.
I've just finished a book for the third time or fourth time, is Napoleon Hill, Interview with the Devil.
Oh,
Oh, Napoleon Hill.
And it was written in the 30s.
and it's still
Hmm.
applicable.
Yes.
Yes.
And in the 30s, it said the school of learning, higher education, will no longer become a place of education, but it'll become a place of indoctrination.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
Mhm.
mm.
And I found that to be so true today that the school of higher learning has become indoctrination. My son, to get his doctorate, fought continuously with the professors to get his grade because he disagreed with them at a basic fundamental level, especially when they talked about creation versus evolution, or they altered the facts, and he knew the facts properly. And when he told them the true facts, he failed classes just because he contradicted the teacher when she made a statement.
Yep.
And the statement was wrong, and he backed it with documentation, and she failed him.
Yep.
So he ended up retaking that college course over again. And when he found out he was going to get the same teacher, he went and applied to get a different teacher.
Yeah. Because not
People
only do
don't
you
want
have to
the
take it
truth.
over again when you fail it, but you also have to pay for it a second time when you fail it.
Right.
It really sucks.
Yep. And he went to her and said, "There's nothing wrong with this. How am I failing?" And she said, "It's your attitude. You need to change."
Say I should be allowed my attitude. I allowed yours.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
is
right
true.
now,
My son got an F on a paper in high school over Yellowstone being a super volcano. And the teacher said it wasn't true. So what is Yellowstone?
A super volcano.
Yeah.
So when my other son, because they're 7 years apart, he was in the same class with the teacher. He says, and they were talking about Yellowstone being a super volcano. He said, "Do you know you failed my brother on it being a super?" I never did that. Blake, by chance, had been cleaning his bedroom and doesn't throw anything away. Ran across the paper with the F on it and brought it in. And the teacher goes, "Well, I need to apologize."
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Embarrassing.
But, he couldn't find 3 facts. The teacher said he had to have proof by 3 facts, but he used like National Geographic and I forget what else. And they're pretty powerful ones. He says, "You think they got that wrong?"
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough situation out here. I clearly tell my students now, because I teach it in currently teaching the anatomy class. I tell them, I'm like, do me a favor, don't go to Google. Google will tell you whatever is currently popular. Don't go to Google. Your test that you're going to take here is based on what's in that book that they gave you. So please, for all that is holy, please, when you try to answer a question in this class, use what's in that book, not what Google tells you. And I can tell the difference between a book answer and a Google answer. I've been teaching this class that long.
Son of a.
I'm like, I know, right? People are like, how do you know? I'm like, trust me, go flip to the page and I'll tell me exactly what that book says. And I can tell you, I can repeat verbatim what that book says. What you can't do is tell me what that book says without looking.
That's
And
funny.
they're like, how did you know? I'm like, do you think I'm new here?
How
Do you
many
think-
years you been teaching that class?
Right, like, God, probably the last 6. Like, do you think that the human body has changed so much, that that book has changed so much that something's different? No, guess what? The human body is still the same according to that book. And then as long as we're teaching from that book, guess what you're telling me? You're telling me this until they change that book, which is coming. And I warn all my students, the next edition of that book is going to have some changes in it. And when the next edition comes out, that's fine. I'll update my thinking and revamp it so that it matches whatever's in the new book, because your test is being based on the new book. I can't argue with the book because that's not what they allow me to do.
Which is sad.
I know. I'm like, okay, and I tell them, like, just to be clear, you can still go to Google in your own practice outside of here and look up stuff and get whatever information you need to get from them. That's completely fine. But when you were in my class, what I want you to do is use the book that they've given you. And I make it clear that, there is a distinction between, what's being told to the rest of the populace versus what's being presented to you in this particular book, so that they understand that there are other sources of information that they can use in other circumstances that might actually be better for them depending upon the situation. And I'm like, okay, don't go to Wikipedia and ask the question, different story. You may feel free, however, to go to you can use Wikipedia as a jump off point, but don't call it the end all be all. But yeah, I want them to, and don't trust Chat GPT as far as you can throw it. It is confidently incorrect on a very, very frequent basis. It's helpful. It can get you in the right direction, but its grasp of the absolute truth isn't what it used to be. Again, if you're going to, and my students use ChatGPT all the time. They do it right there in class in front of me, and I ask them a question. They're like, "Give me 1 second," and they go and they ask ChatGPT, and they come up with an answer. I'm like, you could have just gone to the book and found the answer, right? They're like, but I'm like, no buts. We've had the discussion. I said you guys can go look it up while you're in class because I want you to be able to study and learn and figure out how to do this quickly right now while you're still in practice mode. Because when you get to actually being in business and being in practice for yourself, you're going to have to do it in a way that doesn't look like you don't know what you're doing. You're going to have to do it in a way that looks like you have a clue, and you're going to have to do it in a way that people just don't automatically look at you and go, "Oh, you don't know, never mind, I'll go somewhere else and find that answer." You're working for yourself at that point in time, and a lot of times you'll be working by yourself.
I
But
used that last night, Louis, but I used it in a way I was asking it to actually help me to word something that I would not sound offensive to a person that would think differently than myself.
Mhm.
And
And
I just
getting
wanted it to
ChatGPT to reword something, absolutely worth it. I've had it do that several times. I'm like, yeah, I know what I want it to sound like, and I know how I'm sounding. So I need how I'm
an
sounding
idea,
to
an idea.
change because I'm not
Hmm.
using the right words, and I know I'm not using the right words. And I to have that realization, to understand that you aren't using the words that are would make you feel, unoffended or accepted or acknowledged as far as your viewpoint is concerned. You have to. I got to give credit to um, ChatGPT for being able to reword stuff into whatever tone we need to reword it.
Yes, that's what I needed it for.
Yeah,
That I
and
could
it's
say
it's great
something in
for
a
that.
kind way, that it would
Yes.
sound kind, yeah.
Yeah, and it is great for that. Honestly, it really is. I had to do something the other day, and because I was like, I want to say this. How do I change this sentence or these two sentences to
Not offend or
be
not.
so to be different? Because I wanted it to be said with a different tone. Like I got my point across in the way I wanted to say it because I'm a very direct kind of a person. But how do I say it in a way that people don't automatically get turned off by it?
Yes,
And
Take
using Chat GPT for that kind of thing, absolutely any day of the week. Because you can sit there and read the results and decide which one's going to fit best for your personality. And I highly recommend doing that. That is absolutely a great way to go about using Chat GPT to come up with a general framework, a general idea of how to go about something. Chat GPT also great for that. Um, I gave it a job one day. Right before one of the classes I was teaching. Um, I gave it a PDF, a 27-page PDF that we use in one of my classes. And I said, based on the information inside of this document, please come up with a 50 question exam where all the questions are multiple choice. And you cover these four topics. And it came up with 50 questions, all multiple choice. It did a great job. It flubbed on one answer. It flubbed on one answer. And it was very interesting because we got to the question and I'm reading, I'm like, that answer's wrong. And my student's like, what? I'm like, I'm reading the question and I'm looking at the answer. I'm like, that answer's wrong. It pulled the wrong answer. So 49 times out of 50, it got it right, but it pulled one question and one answer combo very incorrectly. So you cannot trust it for as far as you can throw it because you never
Or
know
you
which
could
one it's
also
going to
put it
do.
in there when they take the test that there may be one that's incorrect. You'll have to find it.
Yeah, I hate trick questions. Mm-mm.
But you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they found, I mean, my students were like, "Oh, that one." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I see it." And you're right. It's very much the wrong answer that it's put in there. Because you go back, it pulled the information from a chart that was inside the document, and it literally just pulled not the answer that was supposed to be associated with it.
When I took the T-close test, it literally had 10% of the answers wrong. It had no right answer on 10% of the T-close tests. You had to guess what the writer of the test determined was the closest to the right answer.
I hate ones like that.
So 10% of that test was totally subjective.
Which is not the way to test people.
Well, isn't it for mind to figure out what their mind actually thinks like?
It helps with the analytical version of that, but at that point in time, it becomes very subjective, and the person, based on the way that they think versus the way the person who wrote the test was thinking, so in the event, let's say, just for fun, because I love doing this to my classes sometimes, let's say I, as the teacher, am very much into creationism, and then my students are very much into evolution, and I put 10% of the questions on the test have no correct answer, but lean more toward, like, one of the answers is going to lean more toward my creationism theories in my mind, and they're all evolutionists, and so they lean more toward theirs. Those students have to in some way agree with my mindset
Right.
in order to get those questions right, and that's not cool.
So
But I would say that a person, when you approach Chat GPT, you are the one, you already have that knowledge. You're the knowledgeable one, but you're just asking Chat to basically, more or less, in terms of, in which I know you want um, the Chat to tell you, well, how put this in my language, basically, or how I would answer this, because you basically already have the answers. So when you want these programs, or these, whatever you call them,
Mhm,
um, you're not necessarily looking for answers per se, because you've already got the answer.
mhm.
So you know when they're wrong.
True.
Not
Well,
always. Not
the
always.
problem that arose was the fact that it was a multiple choice question, and it put down none of the. Again, it was one of those instances where there was no right answer in there. Like, there was a very distinct right answer that should have been in there, but it was not there in that list of four responses, like A, B, C, or D. None of them were the right answer. And that's a problem because, when I ask it to create a test based on the information that I've just given it, like, I gave it the 27-page paper and said, "Here, use this as your basis for information. Like, don't go search Google and find an answer. Use this document right here as the basis for your information." And come up with a test. And it still flubbed one answer. And I was like, "Oh, so definitely not infallible."
so question I have on GTP.
Mhm.
Do I just go in there, and it's a really rudimentary question. I just go in there and say, "Chat, explain to me how I can use you appropriately in this instance."
It
You
will.
can. You
Oh,
can
you
actually
can.
do that.
And Gloria said for like an 80-year-old person,
Yes. Adjust it, like, make sure it knows who you are.
so that your brain will think down small enough to do it
To
out in
do,
the easiest way.
Yeah.
It would have to be real rudimentary for me.
That's what
yes.
she did, and it did. It basically broke it all down.
Yeah. You can actually have chat. You can tell chat to and literally say to it, explain this to me like I was a 5-year-old. And it will do that for you. It will literally, I need you to explain this to me, but explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Like the other day when we were trying to do that picture again and drop it down, I'd
Uh-huh.
done it 5 or 6 times and it worked perfect. This time, no. And it still didn't do it. It didn't put it all the way out. And even
Yeah,
when I asked chat to tell me how it should be written out to make this work the way it's supposed to properly, then I say, all right, now I highlighted it all, I moved it down, added the picture, still did it wrong.
Yeah, that was a challenge for me. I kind of wanted to reach through the computer and grab a hold of it, and just shake it by its
Yeah, that part.
jugular.
Yeah. I've actually found this morning. I'm gonna show this to you guys. It's what do they call those? One of those things on pictures on social media where they, why can't I think of the word for it? That where they tell you how to do stuff. But let me
What,
show this to you.
Canva?
Say again?
Canva?
No, it's
Tutorial?
no, there's a word for the thing. I can't think of what the word for the thing is. It's okay though. I'll feel better about that in a little bit. It'll come to me. So this is what I found this morning, which I thought was really cool. All right. So, and in keeping with the thought of how to use AI for whatever situation, well, Ken, here's the answer to your question. Use AI to learn anything faster. And the first thing it says right here is explain like explain like I'm five.
So where did you get this?
This is something that somebody created, whatever, just like either
The name's right up above.
Yeah.
Created by
created by somebody at thepromptwarrior.com. Just something I found that just seemed like it would be helpful in people trying to explain stuff to either themselves or someone else.
I guess I need to rephrase my question. What's the WWHTTP address?
Oh, I can actually send this to
Oh.
you guys in the chat group. I'm pretty sure I found it on Twitter this morning when I was like floating through, because Twitter's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll post this one in the chat group, in the Telegram chat for everybody.
Yeah, because I'm in the middle of writing a family constitution,
Oh, good times.
and I'm trying to get it down to where it's less than 100 pages.
Oh, wow. How many
Ken,
generations you covering on that one?
How many generations?
Yeah.
It
I'm
will
in
be
a
for it will be from my generation forward.
Okay.
I'm in two. Ken, there is a better chat GPT. I forget what it's called. I was looking for it.
If you find it, will you send it to me?
Where it says it is like more than 100. It's basically, it will only give you one correct answer. It won't give you an incorrect. They say it's that good. So, but
Okay.
I don't know. And
But if you find it, will you send it to me?
I will. I was gonna watch it again. I think I've got it in. I might even send it to you, but I don't know. I send you all kinds of stuff. You might have to look for a bazillion days. I'll go back and look for it because I know what I'm looking for. It came up
So
on
you
my
think you
phone.
sent it already?
I may have, but who knows? I will look for it and then I'll resend it and then attach the information on it. It starts with a P. That's all I can say. I can remember. And you might be able to just go into your app store and ask for, let's see, here we go.
Yeah. This particular, ooh, it keeps jumping away from me. Info, info sheet. Haha, there's the word. Info sheet. That's what they call this, info sheet. Was created by this person, Moritz Krim. Interesting name. On just how to use AI to learn anything faster. And I love that it says, the first thing to do is break it down so that any kind of a kid can figure it out. And when you ask the question, it says explain whatever that topic is as if you were talking to a 5-year-old child. use simple language and everyday examples. And that makes it so much easier for you to understand it when it kicks out the answer. Because you could be like, oh, okay, it didn't go for big words. It didn't go for super detailed ideas or theories or anything like that. It
There it is.
treated you like a 5-year-old.
I'll take a picture of it here and I'll put it in the chat.
So, and you can use this process when you're using the chat to
Twyla, can you send that to me on Telegram?
Yep. I'm going to send it in the group chat.
Okay,
for you
what
to be able
group
to see.
chat?
One we're in right now.
I don't know if I'm in that.
you
Yeah,
mean
you are. You're on it.
she means inside of Zoom right now.
Right now, what we're on.
Oh, okay.
Inside the Zoom chat.
I'll send it right now and go get it. Let's see if we find it.
Gives you an idea of how technically savvy I am.
We like you for being who you are, Ken.
A little overweight, gray haired, and with glasses.
But your mama still thinks you're cute, and that's all that matters there, buddy.
She doesn't have a choice. She used
There
to
you
hang a
go.
T-bone. She'd hang a T-bone around my steak just to get the dog to play with me, you know.
You can see it now, Ken. It should have gone through, and I'll send it to you personally to you.
As any good mom would.
Yes.
Oh, honey, I didn't want the dog to feel alone.
We are a generation of truth. Tell it like it is.
Mhm.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
I could accept truth. Just don't
Oh
just
yeah.
don't lie. You don't have to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, sugarcoating ain't necessary.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Okay.
Complexity.
It's been sent.
Okay.
Yeah. And they say that it's a lot better. They say, don't use this, don't use this, use this. This is where this came up because this is better than this one. This is better than this one because they've got more AIs out. So they've learned to do,
They've gotten better stuff now.
they
Yeah.
got better stuff. So this one's this one's more accurate, they said.
Okay.
Says, and it won't go and search and give you 5 answers. It'll give you 1.
Nice.
Like this is what this should be only.
I don't know.
You gotta try doing your
I'm the
test.
person who wants to see the
try
5
doing-
answers.
Do the test.
Yeah,
You can ask it.
I'm the person who wants to see the 5 answers. I'm like, let me see the other 4.
You can say, or give me 5 answers for this question.
Okay, now how do I click on that and move
can't-
that in?
You
That's
can't
just a
click. You'll
screenshot.
have to go to your app store and download it
Okay.
because that's
Just
where I
take
went
a
and got
pic-
it at. And I just took a picture of it.
Just take a picture. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Then you
sorry,
just-
guys. I just got here. What app are you talking about?
The app is called Perplexity.
Okay.
Ms. Twyla just posted a screenshot of the App Store inside of the chat here inside of Zoom, but she'll also post it inside of the
I'll put it
accountability
the other
chat
one.
for us.
Do it there.
So-
too.
Okay, great. Sorry, guys.
So do you-
I just woke up.
No worries. Good morning, Miss Adela.
Good morning.
Morning.
So do you download that app onto your PC also?
You can.
Or can you just go to Perplexity on your PC?
I don't know. I've not downloaded it yet. I've been going to. I haven't done my research all the way.
Is that in place
So
of Chat GPT? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they say it's more accurate.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I gotta get
That's
my.
okay. And I just put it in the group chat too. so
Thank
it's
you.
there.
I'll look at that later. Great.
It's just one of those things when you're on Facebook and they say, use this, not that, use this, not that. This is,
okay.
But there, get me out. There we are. Back. I would just, I haven't gone in and looked at it. I just heard what everybody, it's been saying. Now they can say whatever. Now, if it is what it says it is, great. But I didn't even look to see how many stars it had.
I'll look back in a second. Wow. Looks like 5.
Adela, is that an
Yeah.
old-fashioned coffee pot?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. It is a
A
percolator.
percolator.
An old percolator.
It's a percolator. I makes the best coffee.
I know.
I love it. I love it. I had one for about 15 years and then I had to go get another one. Just this one's brand new. It's nice and shiny.
My father-in-law used too.
I love that they
Huh?
still use them.
My father-in-law preferred that kind. We had bought him a Mr. Coffee.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
My dad.
he liked the percolator one.
Yeah. It just makes the best coffee. And yeah.
All right.
You
Well,
guys.
That's all I knew.
all right, kids. It is Monday
I know.
morning,
Yeah.
and that means brand new week, brand new start. Let's kick things off kind of fun because Saturday technically was the beginning of this pay period. But you know us, we Saturday and Sunday, it's kind of like a day off kind of a thing, except for Miss Adela, who had an event yesterday.
And
Woohoo!
you'll hear all about it. I think he's gonna have me on the call this morning. And when I woke up at 6:30, I'm going, oh my God, I gotta get up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he's already awake, by the way. He's already sent out a text message.
right. And you'll have to look at my Facebook and get a load of James on our little pony that we made.
Oh my
I
gosh.
saw it, Adela. I saw
I'm
it. It's so
so
cute.
excited to
Oh,
see
did
it.
you see it?
You
Cool.
So yeah, Miss Adela had a drop talk yesterday out here at Wildemar.
Yes.
And so excited that she's kicked off her week already. For those of the rest of us who are still in the process of kicking off our week, don't forget we've got this morning's IPA call in about 15 minutes. We've
Yes.
got it's Monday. So the update call is happening tonight. And tonight, do not forget tonight, be on tonight's team call, recognition call, the one from corporate, because our very own Peter Ho is going to be on there tonight.
That's right.
I'm super excited for him because he won the one of the awards for the body balance challenge. They're going to actually have him on there. He's done phenomenal. Ms. Adela and I got a chance to actually video chat with him last week, and the kid looks great. Like he looks phenomenal compared to like saw him
He
a year ago.
came yesterday. He looks fabulous.
Oh, that's awesome. He did come down.
Yes, he
Nice.
did. He
So
looked
excited.
great.
How's his health? How's his health coming along?
Peter's doing great.
Yeah,
Well,
Peter's
he was in the hospital. That's why everybody's worried.
No,
Yeah.
that's Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Oh,
Okay.
Mike.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Mike,
Mike. That's
yeah,
Mike
yeah,
everybody's
Mike
worried
too.
about.
All right, Mike.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get him.
And
Gotta
last
make
I heard,
that-
Mike's doing okay.
yeah.
Yeah, last I saw, Mike was doing okay. He's still kicking. He's good. But yeah, tonight Peter's going to be on the corporate call. So hop in, show some love. He will be on that call. I believe it's at 5 p.m. California time. I believe it's at 5 p.m. California time. The flyer should come
Yes,
out
it is.
sometime later on today. So check it out. Be there for that. Those are the two. There's that for
I thought
the
it was going to be
Twitter.
9.
Say again.
Time.
I thought it was 9.
Yeah, but he's saying
I thought it was
California
at the
time.
same time, 9 o'clock. It's
It
always
might be a
9
6
o'clock, I
o'clock call
thought.
over here. I don't know. You're right. It might be 6 o'clock California time.
It's 7 mountain. So 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. I'm used to seeing it. I think I have it on my calendar at 5 o'clock, but it might be 6 o'clock. But yeah, which means
So
it
it's
could either
8
be
my
8 or
time.
9 for
Yeah.
you, Jerry.
It's
Because I'm
9
looking
for
at the one
Jerry.
from last week.
Yeah.
It's
Check the
9
flyer
for
that comes
Jerry.
out today. There will be a flyer that comes out today with the exact correct time on it. So be sure to take a look at that.
6, 7, 8, and 9.
Usually in the announcement group is where they put that one. See if it's in there yet.
I haven't seen it. I was just in.
Okay, yeah. So they usually
They'll do it after this call, I believe. Listen to
They
this
usually
one.
post it right after the IPA call.
I think
Yeah.
it is 6 o'clock.
It is 6.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it is. I looked at the one for last week. It goes 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay,
there
yeah, so
are-
6 p.m. So yes, Jerry, you're correct. 9 p.m. your time. So yeah, check that call out because it's 7 p.m. Mountain Time that they do it. Check that
Wow,
call out tonight. That's our own Peter Ho is going to be on that one. He will be at PXP. He's booked his flight and everything, so we'll see him down there as well. But yeah,
So Della had a pack house
yeah,
with
Yes, yeah, it was pretty
people.
good. It was fun.
these
Yes,
things happen.
yes.
Just
it
Adele
was-
worried about having people at our place. Come on, Miss Adele. Um, let's see. Do you guys have any questions about anything thus far? I need to put that in our chat.
Get this so I can.
Adela,
You
I
guys all
like your
good?
hat. I haven't gotten my hat yet. I don't know what. I hope I get it
Why
before.
did you send for it?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks, about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
It should be coming in then, wherever it's coming from.
They called
I've
me and
got-
asked me about my belt size. That's been about 2 weeks ago because I didn't know a belt came with it. But
That's your hat band. Are
the
they
belt,
talking about waist size or hat band?
my waist size for a belt.
Oh,
A belt.
so you're getting a
I got a
Western belt.
package.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I've still got to. Don't forget all you cattle ranchers, cow folk. I need boots when I get to Texas. I'm buying boots when I get there, and I'm flying in on Tuesday. So I need recommendations of where to go to shop for a pair of boots, and someone's gonna go with me while I shop for the boots.
I'm
well,
in,
I need new boots too because mine don't fit.
I'm
I
in my
got beautiful.
backyard. That's my drop top. I mean backdrop.
Nice.
And then I got to get my Punta Cup. It's out here, and there's our cowboy bar with all the chairs there on it. But I don't know if you can see that.
Oh
You
wow.
kind of got.
fuzzy.
I think you're on blurry.
You
It's
got your background
fuzzy.
blurred right now, probably.
Oh yeah, I
But
probably
I
did.
saw it. I saw it on the
Yeah.
video.
cool.
It's got a nice. It's a big
Yeah.
yard.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty big yard. Yeah.
Is it acreage? It looks like
Oh
acreage.
no, it's not. But we are out in the country. I got to
If
find my Punta Cana cup. Here it is. We used it last night. I left it on my display table because I wanted to talk about Punta Cana. So used it as a, you know,
Oh,
image.
Della, have you met Ken? Ken,
Who?
have you met Adela?
nope.
Oh,
No.
The
oh,
two have not met yet.
oh, hello, Ken.
Hello, Adela.
Hi, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Hi.
He's in
I look a
Texas.
mess. I just woke up.
Are they real cowboy boots if they haven't been christened in what
In
comes
manure.
out of the north end of a southbound cow?
Wow.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Manure.
try to keep him from getting christened ever.
That's our kid. That's
All
our
right,
kid.
Ken, you have your work boots and then you have your dress boots. And the dress boots usually never hit the
These are
manure.
gonna be my dress boots, Ken. They're not getting christened. Gotta bring these back home in a plane.
Even my rodeo boys have dress boots and then their
I've
boots
got
they wear at the
beautiful.
rodeo.
Oh
I've
my
got some
god.
I
beautiful
was
dress
just
boots.
jerking the chain.
I knew that.
Oh my
I
god.
would-
Yeah, there will be definitely be some shopping that goes on when I get to Texas. Not the least of which is a brand new pair of boots. I've already got the hats ready to go. Hats, plural, multiple. Hats. I've got multiple hats to be wearing that weekend.
I own
The
three.
only thing, guys, is we've got these boots, but I've got beautiful boots, but they're not boots to be worn all day. Comfort. We need comfort.
Well, it's only for that dance that night. So
Yeah, it's only for the dance. Well, for you guys, but yeah. Like my stage crossing outfit, I'm wearing the green shoes that you guys have all seen and love so much, the red bottoms.
yeah, your
Yeah,
velvet one.
they're coming back out again. They're crossing the stage. And the boots are for the other days. So yeah. And then I'm
Well,
gonna have
if you get
potential.
brand new boots, be prepared to have to change them out because you're not going to be able to walk in them all day without
That's fine.
them hurting.
Not only that, but if you get a wide toe boot
Yeah.
versus
It'll
a
help.
pointed boot, it helps a lot.
I'm more than happy to do that. This
And
is
the
why I need
lower
somebody to
heel,
go with me and shop because you guys know the ins and outs of boots and I do not.
yeah,
I don't like.
the
I
lower
like the
heel, the better
rounded.
on your
I do
lower
not
back.
like the square. I like the rounded boot,
I'll go round to toe. That's fine.
but I don't like the square. I look at that and I'm like,
Yeah, flat, like squared off toes are weird. So
I
yeah,
don't.
round to
I don't
toe.
like them.
I'm
I
old
like
enough,
it just,
traditional enough to do that. I
and
don't
they
need
don't have to be
to.
the super pointed. Paws are pointed,
Mm-mm.
but
Well, them's is super. Them's
and
is serious dress boots.
he paid $600 for those boots,
Ooh.
Wow.
but he wears them for 15 years. So think that out.
Right, like that's worth it at that point in time.
Wow.
I'm not doing that.
No.
Well, he did.
I'm taking Ken
since
shopping.
we've
He's
been
going with
married,
me.
he's had 2 pairs of boots, and he's had them all resold several times. But he's only had 2 pairs of boots.
Yeah, Ken's going with me shopping then.
Well,
Yeah,
the
I'm-
ones
To go
I
for that.
love,
But if you're going to wear them for that many years,
Yeah, this is
and
true.
then he just has them resold all the time, I don't. He's probably had them resold 4 times or 5 times.
Oh, that's not bad. How much does it cost to resole them?
Oh, not that much. Maybe
In
50
comparison
bucks.
to the $600, probably not, but
Maybe 50 bucks.
okay, that's not bad. It's a brand new
Yeah,
pair.
like last time I had a pair resold, it cost me like $95.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably, and he hasn't had his resold in a while, so.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it all depends on who you have that can do it. And we've got a guy right up here that lives in Ronan that can do it, which is
I live in San Diego. I have to hunt that guy down.
10 miles from the house, which is
yeah,
not
you
bad.
wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I live
Both
in
of
San
us
Diego. I'm
will.
at to hunt that
They
guy
don't have
down.
boots. They don't
He's
have
out here
boots around
somewhere.
here.
I'm finding the people that used to resole are getting
Are
fewer
gone.
and far
Yeah.
between.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing.
yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got Grizzly Boot in Missoula that does it, and then we have the guy up here in Moody Blues.
Yep.
All right, kids. It is
Oh,
5 minutes to the hour.
All
Time to hop on
right.
another call. Love you guys.
See you all
I-
Love
there.
you guys.
Have a
Louis,
great
I got
day.
one thing I want to throw out to everybody before we part.
Sir, yes,
If
sir.
that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
In that book, Interview with the Devil by
Mhm.
Napoleon Hill, the devil stated that the biggest way he has to get control of people is by getting them to drift. Going through life without a purpose, without an accountability to themselves or anyone else, they just drift through life. And when they drift through life, they don't achieve anything.
Oh, that's good.
And they just, it's like you become extremely passive and you don't make any waves. You don't do anything special. You just drift. And drifting is one thing I never want to do.
Ken, can I ask? We've never talked, but are you a student of the Bible?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I read
well,
the
it
Geneva
tells it
Bible
all.
I read the Geneva Bible through twice last year, and it's
Wow.
188 books.
Right.
Well, it's explicit. I mean, over at the time of its writing, it says the devil actually is in control. So unless you're taught to understand, evil is here. We're born with that. That's commonality that we all have, born sinful. So we have to be taught to be good people. So when we drift, the devil just is there. He is just there. And he's always watching. Even when we learn good and we do good, the devil can't read as our creator and our God does. But the devil is watching you. He knows how to pull you.
The
Guys,
the
but
other thing,
that's
Mama,
another conversation. Okay, Ken,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The other thing about that, Mama Sandy, is that Christ gave us authority over the principalities of the air, over when Christ
If
came to
we
earth, he
choose,
gave us it. Yes. So if we take that authority by hand, we have control of that authority per scriptures. So Satan no longer has control over us. We have control over him in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
well, we always have that control over him, but but at the same time, the devil is always watching, and we have that free will. We were born with that to make
Yep.
that choice, to make that choice. So yeah, Jesus, our Heavenly Father, always, you know, has that control, but we have to make that choice. And how do I want to put this in terms of maintain the choice, because Satan is always there to pull us away because he
You
hates.
just need to be
He
aware of
hates
where you're
God.
at.
He hates Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. So we have to know, because Satan can also he's very subtle in how he pulls you in. He can be subtle. He could become straightforward. So again, knowledge, we have to know. We have to pray, because he's in the air. Satan
We
is
got
in
1
the
minute
air.
to get on.
God,
Not to
yeah.
interrupt you.
Yeah, I
Love
know.
you guys. God
Yes.
bless. God
Okay,
bless.
love you guys.
Love
Thank
you
you,
guys
Mrs.
too.
Mama
What do
Sandy.
you have
Talk
to?
to you further, Mama Sandy, when you get to Dallas.